but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Huntley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by
the tackle there by Fabian Moreau. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On play action, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Come on, D.
Now Wentz on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Huntley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, Huntley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Eagles 7. Washington, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle by
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Washington.
Now it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
First and goal at the
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. First carry for Peyton Barber. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run with Barber. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th and goal.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. will take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 17.
Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On the run, it's Huntley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
14, Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Haskins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Terry McLaurin.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st down, Washington.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A carry now for McKissick. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Score Eagles 14, Washington 7.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Haskins to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Trying to run this one in. And this time he is in. J.D. McKissick, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies run.
On 1st down, Huntley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
He'll look to throw right away. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Right here. We got to step it up. 56 to Mike, boy. 57. 56. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Wentz going to throw. This ball complete to Rager. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Straight 15, straight 15.
A run with Huntley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They will run it. It's McKissick. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Haskins into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Washington first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's McKissick. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run it here with Huntley. Deron Payne and the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Oh, you got deep?
Now Wentz. That's complete. It's Jason Huntley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 56.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Quick throw outlined by Wentz. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Ready?
Now Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
6-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Haskins sliding out of the pocket. He'll air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Haskins' pass intended for Khalif Raymond. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Big yardage that time for Washington, 53 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
Good. That ties the game, 24-24.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
It's a gain of
It'll
6.
go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now they try the right side here. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Haskins. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Slay on the coverage.
Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First down, Washington.
And to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Haskins.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Gain of 5. First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a 1st down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And Washington has taken the lead.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes this Washington 31. Eagles 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run on 1st down. Huntley, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
And 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The tackle by
give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Third down, Gibson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 11.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz.
Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 1st down, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Down to lose 1. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Again, it's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Reagor
with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game 31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it's third down.
Here's Haskins. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Haskins. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. They run the counter. It's Gibson, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Third down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On 3rd down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
55-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry here for Holyfield. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Huntley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
On the carry.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They go again with Huntley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For an Eagles. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0